I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I'll carry it. It's okay.
That's good. It's good to know that the bots work. A lot of them from Gator, and he's not. So,
I might need an invite too.
be doing the old radio broadcast from a stream. All right. I'm gonna go grab a snack before this thing pops up. The invites are out or whatever. I'll come back. I'll be back.
Alright.
Y'all can talk about whatever you want except for PMS. No, I'm just kidding.
We're going with PM because PMS is a disease or something. I don't know.
You can't just go with PM.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
What? There's gotta be 3 letters.
It doesn't have to be.
Name a team in NASCAR with 2 letters.
JG.
Huh?
Joe Gibbs Racing.
That's JGR.
I guess it is JGR.
You should, yeah, it's gotta be 3, yo.
PMS.
I don't like that. Well, Killum's not broadcasting yet, so I guess they haven't started.
Fair enough. Alright, snack time.
Alright.
So it's pure motorsports, or how's it going?
Well, you can look at the logos I made so far, if you want. It's in our Discord.
Pure Motors Kings. Oh, that actually does sound nice. Pure Motor Kings.
Alrighty. So, OG, who you expecting to win tonight?
Oh God. I really don't know.
Yeah, honestly, I think anybody could win. Just straight up.
Oh wait, we already live streaming?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know, man. I would already run my mouth about Steve-O. I mean, dang, man.
Alright, run your mouth about Steve-O then.
Steve-O, if you can hear me, you suck. Go ahead and take that L. Sit on the bench.
Oof. Hey. Bruh, I don't think he's gonna like that.
Nah, but all serious though, I think Killum might win Bristol.
He's a solid pick anywhere we go. I would have to say. Big Jim's already got himself locked into the.
Sure, he's still gonna go up there and try to win the race too, just to make sure nobody else is locked.
I'm looking for a big race from you already heard here. He is 8 points out, so he needs some stage points tonight and a solid finish, if not a win.
Yeah.
Bike out. Oh wait! Wait for the signal.
Alright, I got the invites. Oh, it says we're good to join. For my inside source.
I need one.
Okay.
We are good to join. Why didn't you put that in the general chat?
I have an inside source, man. All right. Y'all are at blue screen. That's okay. We're loading in, and then we're going to go to blue screen once again. I'm going to send 2 invites to my booth mates. That's in case they get lagged out. Unfortunately, y'all can't hear them right now. Oh, Alan got one, so I'm going to send Alan one more. Yeah, that's fair. Well, you joined, so here we are. Alright, now we're loading in. We're off of the blue screen.
Alright,
Let's
get it.
pull up the stream here so I can see the comments, and then we'll get super hyped for the race. My screen is up. So hello everyone and welcome. Thank you for tuning in here. It's Bristol Motor Speedway, the Food City 500, at the last great Coliseum, as always, for the Cup Series. I'm Avenged. I'm in the booth here tonight with you. I'm going to serenade your ear holes as we navigate these 250 laps around this half-mile track. Joining me tonight seemed to be a little bit of a booth regular, LD Allen. Allen, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Obviously, I'm pumped, man. Putting a lot of energy in this thing. And also, a surprise visit, a welcome visit. OGinfau. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing good, man. Chilling.
All right. Well,
looks like we got a dodgy server tonight, gentlemen.
I don't know what happened there.
Well, the first thing I saw when I tuned in was 4 cars racing and 6 cars stopped on the track, and then those 4 drivers driving.
Oh man.
You want to see?
And guess all of my other invites says I cannot join those invites.
That's a hard reset, if I do say so myself.
A little bit of technical difficulties at the moment. We're going to figure this out, and then we'll get re-hyped back up for it.
Yeah, I was all ready to go.
Let's see what was going on here. So I'll investigate a little bit. Oh, the day race was inputted, not the night race. So that affects...
Yep.
Yeah, so
that was a day race that I looked at.
So that not only affects the aesthetics of the race, but it also affects lap count, maybe. We'll see. We'll get this sorted back out, I reckon. K-Bart, the Cup Series commissioner, is having to send out invites one by one by qualification order. So this may take a second, so just bear with us. I did get word, though, that Drayven was on the pole.
Oh.
He was fast yesterday, man.
He was fast yesterday, yeah. Very true. I believe he got a second last night?
Yeah, he finished second.
TGR 1-2 last night in the Xfinity race.
They'd see it. No,
love to see it. Unfortunately, the TGR driver in the playoffs finished 8th, I think.
8th or 7th? I don't remember exactly.
I think it was 7th.
Oh, fair enough. 7th. We can go 6th if you want. You want to go 6th? 6 going once, going twice. 5th. Do I hear 5th? Do I hear 5th? Do I hear 5th? 5th, 5th, 5th.
6th was
once,
definitely Dalton. I know that for a fact.
RB, I know you've said it before, but RB doesn't give you too many hints on who you are. But RB called it. K-Bar didn't change it to the night race. That is true. Thank you for sticking with us there, RB. Once they get it all sorted out, we'll be right back in there. We're going to see a couple more blue screens as I accept the invite again, and then I'm going to have to send out other invites to my booth mates, and then we're going
to have to edit the VOD.
Oh, good lord. Y'all go to online matches and see who's ran the most races today.
Oh, yeah, I already saw that. It was in the chat.
Oh, gosh. Jeez.
Hey, host is RB.
To be fair to him,
Riley
he is
Barber.
committed.
That is fair, yeah. He's ran the most races today, so. Even at 2%, that's a lot of racing.
That is true.
Well, let's see. 2% is probably about. Actually, I don't even know because they got different laps for every single track. Okay, well, never mind. I'm not doing that mathematication.
Where's our
I don't got all
engineer?
that. Yeah.
Oh,
Howdy.
give me a second. You know, let me get the calculator. For at Bristol, 2% would be 10 laps.
How long does it take around to get around here in a lap?
I know the Xfinity car is about 16 seconds on a good one.
Huh?
So that's
Which is
160 seconds, which is 3 minutes. A little under 3 minutes.
Let's
Times
see.
that by 83.
Oh, gosh. You people.
I'm going to say that the cups are probably running 15.9s or 15.8s.
You have a bathroom in your room.
Alright, I'm getting some invites, but I'm waiting.
Sorry, 6-year-olds.
Ow, that's my foot, man, my controller.
Yeah, that sounded painful.
Oh.
Looks like they're up to 11 in the lobby. Just a reminder, they got to manually invite each driver. I believe there's 13 racing tonight. So they're close. They do not have to rerun qualification. They're going to, is what they're doing, is inviting each person back by the order of the qualification. Well, where they qualified, shall I say. Well, Charp, either you hit a glitch, or you just wanted to say big oof 4 times, but I appreciate you.
They got probably about 20 seconds left on the timer. I think they got everybody.
Oh, nice. I got a couple invites. Did anybody else get invites, or I need to send both?
Nah, I got it.
I need an invite.
Okay.
Hey, everybody's forgetting about me, huh?
Well, I don't think they
you're
do.
not on the list.
I forgot. Was I here in the booth for last week?
You are not.
Oh, says we can join. So that's what I'm going to do. You're going to see a blue screen here for a little bit. I want to make sure to join the correct invitation, and then you're going to see the blue screen a little bit more. So I got to send out another invite or two. Fortunately, you can't hear my booth mates at the moment, but that's okay. I'm just going to kind of ramble on here a little bit. Got LD Allen and OG. And I'm just going to send one more just to be safe. Bristol tonight, half mile, last great Coliseum, all that good stuff, Thunder Valley. We're going there. LD Allen. I told you I'm going to ramble.
We didn't say this already at all.
Alright, so I got both invites out, and here's where I'm going to pretend like that first hype up didn't happen, because we're going to Bristol Motor Speedway for the Bass Pro Shops NRA night race. Ignore what you saw earlier with the Food City 300.
Definitely a night race now.
Yeah, it says it right there, I promise. So it's the last great Coliseum. It's a 0.533 mile track. Only slightly larger than Martinsville by 1/10 of a mile. Tonight in the booth, I've already introduced them, but here we go again. LD Allen, how you doing, bud?
Doing good. Getting good. Excited for this race. Bristol's always fun.
Yeah, I'm sure, and you know, I've been excited. You know, this could put a cap on me there a little bit, messing up the lobby, but it's okay. We're back. Also, a surprise guest, or not guest, booth mate, whatever you want to call him. OG, how you doing, bud?
Chilling. Getting ready for this race.
OG's back here chilling as we go to the night race at Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee. I gotta tell you, man, I've been to a few of these things, and there's no better environment or atmosphere than the Bristol night race. I mean, it is ridiculous how many seats are in this thing.
Oh, dude, and freaking the whole entire seats, everything just wiggles, man. Like, you could just feel it all over the track.
Oh, for sure. I'm in the, well, me and Mr. Williams, for clarity, we're in the turns 1 and 2, way up in the stands, way up there. You can see it on my screen. Those stands above the stands, that's where we sit. And I gotta tell you, it's a hike. There's no elevator that goes up there. I mean, you know, to one bathroom break and you're done. Anyways, to get back to this race, Drayven-64 on the pole in that number 4 Stewart Haas Racing Ford Mustang. He's running that blue Bush scheme here tonight. Right behind him, another TJR driver, the 14 of Captain Killum, driving the Mobile 1 red and black scheme. And then, is that Big Jim and the Darrell Waltrip throwback 11?
That's what it looks like. Yep, sure enough. Ooh, I like that paint scheme.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that paint scheme. I really like it. Ricky Stenhouse actually ran that same paint scheme the same year, also honoring Darrell Waltrip. It was his last broadcast on Fox. I believe it was at the Glen. I'm sure somebody will correct me, but when Ricky ran it, I think it was at the Glen. When Denny ran it, it was at Darlington. Anyways, nice scheme.
We have Crunch in 4th, which is really big, because he is 2 points off of Shadowhawk for that last spot in the playoffs.
Oh, good call.
Where is he at?
Shadowhawk is an ace. So, some big stage points here if they stay as they are, which they probably won't because it's Bristol. But
that's pretty big, though. If they do finish like they are, to your credit, they're going to be tied. I think Shadowhawk is a tiebreaker, though. He's got more wins than Crunch. But yeah, it's tied nonetheless.
For your information, stage 1, there are 49 laps left, and they are good on fuel. So,
thank you.
They won't have to pit.
Do you think the tires will last that long?
Yes. If they play their cars right, it could definitely last a lot.
You definitely will get loose at the end coming off the corners, but you have to manage that. You'll lose too much time pitting here.
At least 2 laps, right? Pitting at a track this short and this fast.
And if you're back here where Shadowhawk is, probably lose 3.
Wow, so a pretty calm start to the race here. Obviously still in stage 1 in this Cup Series. These guys respecting each other so far. The 2 TJR drivers pulling away as the FBGM drivers in 3rd. Independent in 4th with Lieutenant Crunch and a maybe independent, maybe BPM. Not sure the status of their team. Running 5th with the one of you already heard. And Shadow 6th, independent. And I can't see how that is behind them, but well, we got the top 6 in, so. We got a little battle up here for the lead. That 14's all over the back bumper of the 14. See if we can, oh, we got a battle up for I don't know what position. 8th.
But it looks like Shadowhawk just got past NARL Lewis for 7th, I believe.
Yeah, and then Bros made it his way past NR Lewis as well. Bros coming on strong here a little bit. He's pressuring all over the back bumper of that 43. Looks like he's going to make the pass on the inside. Bros of the 95.
Was not happy with that. Again.
Oh my goodness.
Very displeased.
All over
Very
that.
Displeased.
All over that 95. Ooh, that 95 got kind of loose there. But it looks like the 95's got a little bit of a medium to long run car. He might be able to take off. We got a battle up here for third. No, sixth. I wish I had a digger. For fifth, Rodney Mack, fifth place.
The 14 car is not letting go of the 4 at all. If anything, it looks like the 14 is gaining on the 4 a little bit for first.
Let's go
yep,
back
there
they
go,
so
side by
side. I can't cycle through quick enough. There we go. The 14 to Captain Killum inside. The 4 here coming down the front stretch. The 4 Drayven's going to have that momentum coming off the high line. And immediately he runs the same line as the 14 there, getting that car a couple lanes wide. Oh, the 14's running a lane lower. Good.
If I remember correctly, Drayven's car in the middle of the run, his cars get slow, but at the very beginning it's fast, and then at the end he gains speed right back. So if I'm killing him right now, I would try my best to pass him and hold him off at the end, because at the end he is going to have a really good run and a really good car for some reason.
All right, so 14 to Captain Killum hitting that wall on the backstretch there. He's still all over the back bumper of the 4. Ooh, almost inside of him. But a little bit of insight from the Xfinity race last night. OG was racing Drayven pretty much all night long.
Yep. Literally all 150 laps. He was right behind Drayven.
I could not figure out how Holstein was dipping like that, man. I was trying my best to get all different setups in and everything. It didn't work.
While these guys are battling, Crunch is closing in rather quickly.
We might have a battle for second here soon.
Crunch's car is looking very stable coming off the corner, which is what you really need.
Ooh,
that's where
is that
you
a
get
little
all
bit of a
the
bumper
time.
there? All right, so as it is just about at any short track, these top 3 guys are pretty close to each other. Oh no, contact between the 4 and the 14. The 14 contact to the inside wall there. You know, Captain Kill was not happy about that one, as he is a playoff driver and he let the 88 go by him by consequence.
And here comes Crunch coming right on the 4 now. Oh, he got loose. Oh, he's coming right back up the track.
Oh my goodness.
Kill him in the wall.
Ooh, wow. Kill him is not happy. Oh, a little bit of bumper to the 88. Oh, no, he messed himself up. He's going to fall back to 5th here.
You already heard, up to 3rd, looking for 2nd on the outside. This is big. He is 8 points behind Shadowhawk for that last spot in the championship race.
Shadow not in stage point position at the moment, so yeah, that's going to be huge if You Already Heard could finish 2nd here.
Same thing for Crunch, I believe.
Crunch is 2 points off of Shadow.
Oh my goodness.
So this is huge for them both.
We're gonna have a lot of storylines here tonight. Alan, are you sure you're ready to keep up?
I'm ready. I'm prepared this time. First race, I wasn't prepared. The last 2, I have been ready.
There you go. Good job.
Looks like Shadow is in 7th currently, but he is probably about a 2nd off of Jim for 6th. So not looking good for him getting stage points this stage.
Yeah, and also doesn't look like he's got a really good setup right now, because the 19 has been all over him since the beginning of the race, I think. So if I was Shadow, I would probably figure something out, feel the rhythm of the car, see what all he has to do in order to make that car feel better inside the turns and coming out of the turns to hold more speed.
A lot going on here tonight at this short track, and you know, don't make no mistake about it, there was a short track placed in the 2nd round of the playoffs on purpose. Tensions are going to flare here tonight if we haven't seen them flare already. A lot of jostling for position is going to be going on. We're still in stage 1 here, no caution tonight, so expect the intensity to raise up even more than what we've seen.
And we still have 21 laps, so
Sorry, go ahead.
Lots of racing to go.
And plenty left. So far, we've got the 4 of Drayven currently lead the way here in Stage 1. You heard it, about 20 laps to go. 1 of you already heard, a playoff driver running P2. The 14 of Captain Killum made his way past that 88 of Lieutenant Crunch for P3. Lieutenant Crunch, P4. Ronnie Mack up to P5. Big Jim, P6. And your next playoff driver, Shadowhawk, P7, currently out of stage point contention. Whatever you want to call it. Contention? I don't know. What do you like? Stage point?
Yeah.
Awarding? I don't know.
He ain't getting any right now. Let's say that.
There you go. He ain't got none.
Just to update the playoff drivers not on the bubble. Jim won last week at Kansas, so he's locked in, so he doesn't really have anything to worry about. Killum, who is in third right now, is 21 points up on the cut line, so he's looking real solid. And NRL Lewis is 16 points up on the cut line, so he's not looking at stage points right now, but that shouldn't concern him too much, as he's had such a large lead over Crunch.
And while I agree with you to an extent, I also have to disagree with you. If I'm Lewis,
okay,
he's running back there, what, about 10th place? I've got to be worried. Let's go back to Lewis. He's not in the top 7.
He's falling off a Shadowhawk.
He's
was
running,
right behind him last time I saw him.
He's running last,
Could he
if
got
I'm not
loose,
mistaken.
probably?
He's running 10th right now.
Yeah, I might be a little bit worried because not only do we have tonight, but we have another race to go. So, I mean, if he continues his performance for the rest of the night and for the next race, it might be a little bit close.
Yeah, that is true. I felt the same way going in last night, and I didn't improve my position. So, yeah.
Speaking of last night, we got a comment in the section. Jagboy says that no love lost there, Alan. That he still loves you, is what he said.
I appreciate that. I did move him out of the way with like 10 to go, so
Ooh.
my apologies there.
Oh.
But lights was in front of me. I needed to go.
the admittance on stream. Oh no, we had a 3 around out of nowhere. We were on the wrong view there. We didn't even see it. Is that a caution?
Oh, wow.
No caution. It looked like the 14 smoked him, but he didn't.
14?
Yeah, on my view anyways, the 14 absolutely smoked him.
Wow. Yeah, I did that a few times last night too.
Oh, there's a 3 coming off pit road now. Maybe it was a glitch on my screen or something. I don't know. But if you go back, oh, the 12's around on the front stretch.
Oh yeah.
That's
That
real.
was a mistake
Got
I
it.
made in the first stage. The last like 7 laps of the run, I was so loose. I lost so much time. You just had to hang on here.
That's something I want to talk about at
that
stage
stage
2
in.
because stage 1 is winding down. But I want to talk about what is the best balance as far as tight versus loose here at Bristol, especially when you get these long runs like this. But go ahead and formulate your answer, and we'll touch back on it on stage 2 because we've only got about, what is it, about 12 laps to go here in stage 1?
Probably less than that, if I'm honest.
These laps tick off quick here.
Coming to 7, I believe.
Holy cow. All right. So we think we're 7 to go now. That 14 to Captain Killum all over the back bumper of that one of you already heard. 2 playoff drivers up here battling for position. Right behind them, if they were to wreck each other, is that 88 Lieutenant Crunch looking to take advantage. And behind that 88 is the 11 of Big Jim. He's already moved on. He won Kansas, as you heard earlier. That 4 of Drayven looks like he might be losing a little bit of speed here late in the run.
If I'm already heard, I will fight as hard as you can to get that first spot, man, because he's 8 points back. So he's got to get all the points he can get for this race.
14 smokes the outside wall.
If he wins this stage, he gains 6 points on Shadowhawk, and he'd only be 2 off of Shadowhawk and Crunch. They would be tied if Crunch finishes 4th. So
Absolutely
Well,
huge difference there. How many laps to go do we have? I'm sorry, I lost count with my storyline.
This is 3 to go.
All right, so 3 to go. That one of you already heard brushes the outside wall. Doesn't look like he slowed him down too much, but not only does he have to chase down this 4 here, and once they cross the line, there's only going to be 2 to go here in stage 1, but he's got to be careful not to be too aggressive because that 14 of Captain Killum behind him is hunting him like a hawk.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You can't get too aggressive and then throw away the 4 stage points you would get if you finish in second. So, yeah.
Well, here we go. A white flag in stage 1. Let's see what happens here as the Ford Drayven leads the way. The one of you already heard looking on the inside. He's not going to quite have the run. That 4 should pull him on the outside here. This is the last gasp opportunity for the one of you already heard. The Ford Drayven's going to come off of 4. Stage winner, the Ford Drayven. The one of you already heard, P2, picking up very important playoff, well, I guess they're all playoff points now. Stage points. 14 of Captain Killum, P3. Lieutenant Crunch, P4. Big Jim, P5.
Now, I forgot. For second spot, don't you get like 4 points?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Ooh.
So he's only, what, 4 back?
Pretty good points. Yep.
Oh, LL Penn in here talking mad game. He wants he wants a nude sent his way. Easy, easy, Penn. Easy. Might get me fired
and
up.
From the looks of it too, it looks like Crunch got 2 points. So
yes,
now
he so
and Shadowhawks are even.
Yes, they are even, and you already heard is 4 points back.
Wow.
So, but I believe Shadow has the tiebreaker because he has more wins. I believe that's what the tiebreaker is.
Yes, wins is the first tiebreaker.
Gotcha. So I believe,
speaking of Shadowhawk.
Wow. Whoa. Now the question is, did he forget to pit or did he pull some type of strategy? Because if he pulled some type of strategy,
oh man,
I don't agree with that
forgot.
at all.
He's pulling off. He's pulling off. That's huge for that 43. Oh man, he's pretty much going to throw away this stage 2 unless there's a caution, because there's no way he can make it on fuel or tires here in this stage 2. He's going to have to pit. We're just going to throw away his stage 3, so that's not good.
Yeah, a big mistake there. You do have to press that X button twice. That's gotten me a few times for sure.
Up the irons if you're watching. Take notes.
Oh, jeez.
The 14 Captain Killum makes his way past that one of you already heard.
You didn't have to call him out like that. Jeez.
Look, man, it's every daggone race, all right?
I believe I just saw Shadowhawk on pit road, so...
Oh, man, I wouldn't have gave up that early. What do you think? We should have ran in a couple laps, right?
Yeah, they're all bunched up here. I would have waited till they got a little more spread out. You still have a chance of a caution.
Wait, did you say he just now pitted?
I thought I saw a car on pit road. I could
Oh,
been.
he's on pit road.
He's going to be 2 laps down.
Yeah, well, you forgot to pit, but you would think you would at least hope for a caution, run 10 laps or so, and send
I
up
would
a
have
couple
at least 10
Hail
laps. Yeah.
Man.
Unless he was that close on the fuel, but I don't think he was.
Yeah, no. He could have at least made another 10 laps. Hope the one of you already heard is up here wall banging. Just kidding. Obviously, not on purpose.
He's got to do what he's got to do. Stay out there.
Well, this is huge because Crunch and you already heard are in stage point position currently, and that would put Shadowhawk out of the championship 4.
Oh, wow. And he's at least 2 laps down now. Not a good
at least
start of the stage for him.
Unless there's another accident where somebody gets a ton of damage, he should be the only car a lap down. So he will get the free pass, but he'll need another caution to get back on the lead lap.
Yeah, because, I mean, that would still put him down -1. And now, don't get me wrong, new tires are important here, but these guys, it's only a 1 lap difference on tires. So these guys' tires are pretty much even, and we know the Ford Drayven has been a lot faster than that 43. That 4 may catch the 43, and he may go 3 laps down.
That is the 43 is
there.
all over the place, and he is only like half a straightaway in front of our leader.
Yeah, he may go 3 laps down here as he hits the wall.
He's pushing real hard. He's hitting the wall. He's just calmed down, getting the rhythm here.
Let's follow that 43 a little bit. See, this is what I'm saying. And I know it's easy to Monday morning quarterback this thing, but you gotta sit in there a little bit longer and try to get that that caution to come out. This is just not good news for the 43.
Yeah, the problem is though, if he would have waited longer, he would have been farther behind the leader, and he might be 3 laps down at that point. So it's a tough line, hard decision there.
Yeah, I guess it all boils down to, like you said, double tap the X.
Yeah.
And what sucks is the leader can't be all nice and stuff. He actually gonna have to push his car because he's got a whole entire pack trying to, get the lead from him.
But speaking of trying to get the lead from him,
that push.
14 to Captain Killum's currently inside that forward Drayven. He's not going to be able to make that pass yet, but make no mistake about it, they're catching that 43, so that's going to be very interesting to see once they catch them here in stage 2. Ooh, side by side with the 4. We got a battle for the lead up here, boys. The 14 of Captain Killum, your new leader.
Wow. Drayven totally gave that to him. There's no way. It's so hard to make a pass on the bottom. Looked like Drayven just said, "Hey, you're faster than me. I'll let you go." So we don't have time. Oh, well, I say that. You gotta stay off the wall if you want to be fast.
At least the straightaway walls.
Yeah, at least the straightaway walls, yes.
Oh, look at this. The one of you already heard's now inside the 4. Drayven loose off the corner hard into the inside wall. I can't catch him in time. Nobody's going to hit him. No caution. Single car incident. Wow, what a tough break for a stage 1 win.
That is.
Hey, is
he will
damage
not be happy with the one.
It's got to be a ton of damage, right, OG?
I didn't see any damage, but I'm assuming
he probably got radiator damage the way he hit the wall.
Yeah, it's a good chance.
Let's get back to old Drayven just real quick, see if he... Yeah, you're right. I mean, it could be a 704 thing, but that car doesn't show any damage.
Or do they forget to turn it on?
Well, they did have it as a day race at first, so...
K-Bar.
You never know.
Because that thing still is clean.
Yeah. I haven't seen any.
I don't see it so far.
I was going through there. I didn't see any.
Yeah, not a scrape on any of these cars.
Yikers.
Well,
it could be a 704 thing, right?
It very well could be a 704 thing. That's one of the 704 things wrong with this game, so.
I'd like to follow up on my comment about Penn spitting that game and about to get a nude. Keenus, Kevin 2.0 throws out there, disregard Penn's comment, he only likes geese, not people.
Oh. That's a good point to follow up with.
Just thought I'd throw it out there.
Yeah, glad you did.
Oh, Canada up there.
Just to come back to Shadowhawk, he is staying in front of Killum currently.
Yeah, he's holding his own.
And it looks like he's catching Wasted in front of him, so that'd be a car he can put in between him and Killum. That'd be pretty nice, but Wasted's a pretty good driver, so he'll probably just pull out of the way for the leaders, but you never know. Could hold him up some.
Is it just me, or is that one car getting bigger behind Killum?
I was about to say the 14 was checking out, so I'm not quite sure.
I'm so confused right now, this game.
Penn, I'm not repeating what you put in the comment on the live chat.
I will tell you that.
Look at this.
I will say that you already heard is pulling away from Crunch. Because Jim is all over Crunch right now.
So as they run, Mr. Allen, how does this affect our playoff drivers?
Well, as they run, you already heard would be getting another 4 stage points, which would put him tied with Shadowhawk. But that would be for 5th. Crunch would get 3 stage points. That would put him 3 up on Crunch and you already heard in 4th position. So, Crunch and you already heard really capitalizing on Shadowhawk's mistakes.
3 Drayven down pit road. I don't know if that was an accident or not. A little loose coming in.
14's gaining on 43.
He is. He's there now. Well, Shadowhawk does not need to go another lap down. It might be already impossible to get back on the lead lap from 2, but you definitely ain't having it from 3 unless we get a rash of cautions.
I'm sitting there back here watching the Crunch Big Jim battle, but you guys let me know if that 14:43 battle gets a little bit closer. I'll switch over. This 88 and the 11 of Big Jim battling hard now. Every stage point, every effectively playoff point is huge for this 88 here. He cannot afford to give up the position of the 11 who is already automatically advanced. Oh, okay. Let's go back up here.
Side by side with Shadowhawk and KILLUM.
Well, that 43 hit the wall there a little bit in a place where it helps him out. Not saying that he's intentionally wall banging, but it did help him.
Well, right before he switched over, he hit the wall on the straightaway, which allowed KILLUM to get inside of him. So
fair enough. Oh, there he is in the wall again.
Yeah, he's pushing real hard to try to stay in front here because he knows if he goes 3 laps down, there's not much of a chance for him.
That's very true. And he may have to watch out for Wasted. Did he just back all the way out? He's still on pit road.
Oh, wow. That's a very good question.
I think Wasted blew a motor.
So that's good for the 43 because he could get the wave around after this stage also. So it'll just be 1 lap down if he go kill him.
Yeah, that's true.
Too many RPMs for that Richard Childress Racing Chevrolet Camaro.
Oh,
hey, who supplies the motors for that RPM Richard Petty Motorsports Chevrolet?
That's a very good question.
Richard Childress Racing.
Oh, yikers. Yeah,
and we got him up
hate
here.
To see it.
We got that 43 who in real life is Bubba Wallace choking away the race here tonight. I'm sorry. The 14 who Captain KILLUM. Trying to put him 3 laps down here. The 43 is hanging on pretty good here.
Yeah, they still have 20 laps to go in the stage. So no relief in sight for Shadowhawk here.
And what do you know? The grip gets a little bit tighter here as the pressures gets put on that 43. He's really got to make a move here. I mean, he's doing the best that he can to stay in front of this 14, but it looks like, well, shoot, he pulled him there in that corner.
I don't know if that was a glitch or not, but was there a car in the middle of the track?
No, I didn't see it.
Well, I know KILLUM is very upset right now, but You Already Heard is loving this right now. He is gaining so much on KILLUM, and there KILLUM finally gets by Shadowhawk. As soon as I bring up that You Already Heard is closing.
You can't really blame him.
Shadow's heated. He ain't gonna let him, pull away.
Yeah, you can't really blame him 43 there battling. He was already 2 laps down. Now he's 3. Mental mistake there at the end of stage 1, not pitting, and he's going to have to pay the price here in stage 2, unfortunately. How many laps to go do we have here in stage 2 as Captain KILLUM leads the way?
I will let you know in about 7 seconds.
Thank you, sir.
I think that's 15 laps. Oh, I can't see that. That's a small screen.
Yes. Coming to 14 this time by.
All right. 14 to go, and the car that you see in the next corner, the last car that's on the lead lap is that Ford Drayven, your stage 1 winner. Well, that 14 and Captain KILLUM catch the Ford Drayven here with, well, up 13 to go now. That gives us plenty of time to go through the field here a little bit, and I'll click through kind of slowly. Oh no, the 2 of Kevin's around. He collects the 11 of Big Jim. I clicked around just in time. No caution. 2-car incident. No caution there. And guess what? I see no damage on that 2.
Yikers. We'll let it slide this time.
It's Bristol. Yeah, you can have it, I guess.
I mean, I'm just kind of upset I had to deal with it last night, and they don't. Whatever. It's fine. And the 1 is getting very loose off the corners now.
I'll cycle back around to the 1. But as we were cycling, I don't know if you guys noticed, but we're missing a prominent car here in the North American E-Racing League Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. the 32 of Gator Mike. The power going out here tonight in northern Florida. What a time for it to go out. About an hour before the race started, he reported that it was out.
Wait a minute, I just noticed something too. Where's the wrecker Steve-O? I mean, just Steve-O.
Oh, the two Kevins around in the front. Oh, he wrecks the leader. 14 of Captain Killum involved in that. The 43. That is a caution. The one of you already heard brings, well, somehow makes it through it. New leader. One of you already heard. We're going to have about 5 laps to go here in stage 2 once we go back green, if that. And that 14 of Captain Killum, I'm sure, is livid at the moment.
I don't think that's a strong enough word for what he's feeling right now.
This is going to be a very interesting shootout. Can you guys ensure me that that's not the stage, that we do have more laps to go?
That is not the stage end.
Word. Do you know how many laps to go do we have?
We had 8.
On the pit thing, it says 9 to go, so we'll probably restart with 8 to 7 or something like that.
Oh, right. We're going to have a very short run. So let me ask you before they go back green, do you set your car up for short, or do you just leave it alone? Because you're going to have to reset that back if you start at stage 3.
Yeah, if you plan the pit at the beginning of stage 3, you'll loosen this bad boy up and you go for it.
All right, well, here comes that 88 of Lieutenant Crunch, currently leading the way, taking the lead on some sort of strategy here as we have about 6 or 7 laps to go. That one of you already heard is going to pull him on the outside. The 14 and the 88 get into it. Oh, no, big wreck, the big one at Bristol.
That has to be another caution.
Everyone's involved.
Yeah, and that is another caution.
That's not the stage though, right? Or are we going to have a 2-lap shootout?
That is the stage.
That's the stage. The one of you already heard is your stage winner. Huge implications for the playoffs. The 95 of Bros United in his second race of the season, finishing stage 2, P2. The 42 of Ronnie Mack, P3. The 12 of K-Bart, P4. The 4 of Drayven, did he make it back to a stage point position there after...
He did. Holy cow.
Talk about a comeback story. Oh, and look who's right behind him. The 43 of Shadowhawk. He needed stage points very badly. Doesn't get any in stage 1 or 2.
I don't just not notice.
Go ahead, OG.
Crunch didn't get any stage points either for that. So,
yeah,
Crunch
looking at the playoff grid, you already heard is 2 points up on Crunch and Shadowhawk as the 4th man in the championship race.
Wow, big implications here at Bristol. As we go back green,
8 points back.
The one of you already heard leading the field to green with that 95 of Bros United starting on the outside front row. The 95, if he can hold on to it, it's got the preferred line on the top. 42 of Ronnie Mack starting P3 here with 12 of K-Bart starting P4. He's now taking over P3 away from the 42. The one of you already heard to the lead, and if these guys can't catch him quick, that one is going to check out, I feel like.
Wow, those 2 cautions really shaked up the field. Kind of put players that were at the back up at the front.
Yeah, it almost feels like an inverse.
Yeah, almost with the 95 and the 12. They were nowhere in the first 2 stages until those cautions there. So. But if I'm Crunch, I do not like that one leading. Or Shadowhawk. You got to go up there. You got to make positions.
Well, 3 wide back here between the 19 NARL Lewis, the 43, and the 42. 42 is going to check out of it and let him go.
LD, wow. I won't worry about the 1 car. I'm pretty sure the 88 is worrying about the 14 and what might happen if you get to him. That's just my opinion. So, I mean, I know he's going to be racing his tail off right now.
Well, the 1 is holding the last position in the championship race currently. If he finishes in front of them, that lead's going to be even bigger. So, yeah.
So as we run, who are the 2 drivers that are out? Shadowhawk and
Crunch.
Ooh.
2 points behind, you already heard, for that last spot.
Oh, they love it. A big Jim in the outside wall there. Really slow. He just keeps it up in the wall, smartly so. And the 88... Still not clear. There he is. He's clear now. There's a little bit of contact behind him, and they keep it straight. But the 88 of Lieutenant Crunch, your Season 1 champion, if it were to finish like this. And just a reminder, we have a whole nother race to go at New Hampshire If it were to finish like this, he'd be bounced out of the playoffs. It's a big difference there for that 88.
And also, if you already heard wins this, he automatically advances. So if that happens, Shadowhawk and Crunch are currently 14 points behind NRL Lewis. So you really don't want you already heard win this race if you're them.
I gotta say about that 19 NRL Lewis too. We usually see him running pretty consistently in the top 5, pretty much all race long, but not here tonight. Maybe Bristol's just not his track.
Yeah, qualifying's so huge here. It just kind of looks like he didn't get a good qualifying run. He's just been stuck in the back the whole race. Can't really get up to the field.
Well, I would usually agree with you, but the 95 didn't get a very good qualifying lap either. He's running P2.
Okay. Fair point. Fair point.
It just, I don't know. It just might not be the track of his liking for the 19.
Well, he couldn't really gain that many spots when the 14 was horizontal across the track, blocking literally everybody. So
that's fair. The 12 of K-Bar, they're running P3. He's up here. Your Cup Series commissioner. The commissioner that wants to run Bristol in the day twice.
I mean, I'm going to give a shout out to Bros United here. He has not let the one get away. Which I expected the one to pull away.
Oh no, the 88 on the apron smokes the 14, the 43 involved, the 11, the 2.
Oh.
Big wreck, big caution here in stage. Is it still stage 2?
Wow.
No, we're in stage 3. Holy
Another
cow.
wreck between the 88 and 14.
That was a hard contact too. Even though we don't have the visual damage on, if the damage is actually on, these cars are tore up.
Yeah, well, we'll know for sure. If Crunch stays around 6th, then the damage is definitely not on.
Crunch wouldn't even have a hood by now.
No. He's been in multiple accidents. But, I mean, that's Bristol. That's what you get. Tight racing leads to wrecks.
Huh? That's very true.
That might be a welcome sight to them, though, because you already heard it was gone. So,
That's fine, Crunch. He's P6. The damage must be off.
Damage is not on. Damage is not on. Well, we won't bring it up anymore, but...
we might.
Okay, that's fair.
Green flag here in stage 3, the one of you already heard. Currently leading the way here still. Clears that 95 off of turn 2. The 12 of K-Bar puts the bumper to the 4 of you already heard and then backs out of it. Oh, I'm sorry, the 4
that 4 car came back up, man.
Yeah.
He might come back up to the lead here in a minute.
Well, there he goes.
One
He's
thing
up to
we
P3
haven't
here.
mentioned in a while, I believe Shadowhawk is only 1 lap down now.
Oh.
Actually, he might be on the lead lap now because we had 3 cautions.
Good call.
Well,
Yeah,
there
he
was
might be back on the
somebody
lead
else that
lap.
was a lap down.
Oh, is that Kevin who might have been lapping? Oh, I'm not sure.
Yes.
Maybe.
Kevin was 2 laps down, and Shadow was 3. So
If only we had a running order. In the meantime, the 4 Drayven makes his way up to P2. He now sets his sights on the lead. The one of you already heard. 12 of K-Bar is going to be inside there a little bit. He's going to give up position to that 14 of Captain Killum. That 19 NR Lewis slowly making his way up to the front. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Alan.
Yeah, well, just to clarify for everybody at home, if if Kevin was 2 laps down and Shadowhawk was 3 laps down, Kevin would have got his 2 laps back before Shadowhawk would have got any. So if that is the case, then Shadowhawk is still 2 laps down.
It's very true. I wish we had a running order, which apparently is coming in NASCAR Heat 5, supposedly.
really,
A running order, but not an interval. So we probably still wouldn't know how many laps down he was.
That's fair. That's fair. But we would at least know.
He's in last, so he would be still laps down.
Yeah, he is in last, so we still wouldn't know. That 95 of Bros United held strong there before this caution. He's falling back to the back really quick.
could he put in a different setup? Probably.
Maybe got a little bit too
It
aggressive.
looks like he's a little loose.
In the meantime, there's a 2-car breakaway up here for the lead that one of you already heard, and the 4 Drayven up here battling here in the middle of stage 3. How many laps to go do we have?
I'll let you know when we cross the line.
I'm sure they don't have to pit anymore thanks to those cautions.
100 laps. Oh, no,
maybe.
they still got pit one time.
Maybe.
100 laps.
The one you already heard into the wall there, the Ford Drayven trying to capitalize. 100 laps to go here in stage 3. I know that sounds like a lot, but it's going to tick down very... Oh, my goodness, the bumper put on that one from the 4. You know what they say about short track racing? 1 bump, I'm here. 2 bumps is a warning. 3 bumps, get out of the way. So there, we just saw 2.
Yikers.
Let's see what happens with the 3rd. We might see it here coming into this corner here into turn 1. Oh, Drayven getting a little bit lower than the 1.
Yeah, let go of the gas.
It's so hard to make a pass on the bottom here. It is so difficult.
It really is.
Yeah, and especially how loose you get.
That one of you already heard getting the wall just a little bit on the front stretch there, but oh, I'm sorry, I'm capped in this. Oh, there it is. Get out of the way. There's the get out of the way bump.
That's the 3rd one.
They're still side by side though. Ford Drayven. Oh, and the wall again goes the 1. Oh, they're side by side going around turn 1 and 2 here. Still side by side. The Ford Drayven and the one of you already heard battling for the lead here in stage 3. About 95 laps to go. The one of you already heard it to the outside wall.
Oh, he's around. Oh, that is huge.
That was... I'm not...
Wow.
I'm just going to shut up after that one.
Wow.
The one of you already heard is going to be frustrated after that one. And don't get me wrong, there's contact between the 2. But that last contact with the wall, I don't know if you can put that on the 4.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm the one. I'm taking 3 hits from Drayven right there. I'm not giving him a little door slam down the straightaway, telling him you're not in the playoffs. I am. It'd be a little nicer or something, you know?
Oh, that's very fair.
Oh, that's right.
Very,
he
very
was.
valid point. Very valid point.
Come back and haunt him.
Yeah. I would like to mention, though, Avenge, I believe you referred to NRL Lewis as the Harvick of this league last week. I'd like to point out he is in 5th. Running a lot better than he was earlier.
He just slowly makes his way up to the front, man. It's crazy. It don't make no sense. And that's why he's comfortably, 16 points in... Oh, the 14 Cup Series makes his way past the 88 for the P2. But that NRL Lewis, man, he just slowly makes his way to the front. No wins yet, but you got to think it's coming.
You gotta think so. Or he'll just be that Newman that one year that almost won the championship without winning a race.
He's a little bit of a Mark Martin, if I do say so myself. Being a huge Mark Martin fan growing up, so that's a compliment. But very clean racer. And a lot of P2s. Oh, he got Mark Martin got a lot of wins, but a lot of P2s, a lot of P3s out of Mark Martin. That might be NR Lewis. 12K bar moves to 88. Talk about a driver not in the playoffs there, battling with a playoff driver. He lets it up.
I'm just saying, if I'm a playoff driver and a non-playoff driver is trying to move me out of the way, I'm not having any of that.
How much of that goes into, and don't get me wrong, I agree with you, but how much of that goes into, I still have to go and win this race. I don't care if you're in the playoffs or not. I'm here to win. How much goes into that if you're a non-playoff driver?
I mean, that is very true.
Too much.
Well, I mean, if you're not a playoff driver, you want to go and win. You want to win, show everybody that, hey, I'm still good. I might be out of the playoffs, but I can still win races. So that is true. But playoff driver has a lot more to lose in this situation. So I might take a few bumps, but I'm not taking many, or I'm gonna show my displeasure.
That's fair enough. Here around Bristol, though, you would, and I'm not throwing shade at literally nobody, but would you think the playoff drivers would put a little bit more practice time into a race? Oh, the 12K part's around on the inside. He hits the apron a little bit, and the car snaps loose. Yep. Single car incident, no caution.
Wow. He got up to the front after those 2 quick cautions there then in stage 2. You really hate to see it. He was holding the zone up there once he got up there.
And, oh no, the 88 got in the wall right in front of the 19, but the 19 had a monster run on the 88 before that. They're side by side going into turns 3 and 4. Across the line, I couldn't call it if I wanted to.
Wow,
but,
the two Kevin, where did he come from?
I'm not sure, but that too.
Well, he's back on lead lap, is he?
I think he is.
Well, that's probably why he's coming back up now.
Wow.
Oh, the 88 to the outside wall. Here goes the 19 NR Lewis. He's on the apron a little bit. Let's see if he can hold it. He can. No wreck here.
Wow.
That 88's going to get the run. He's in the wall again. The 19, he's going to have to clear him here if he wants to clear him. Oh, no. It's oh, no. The 88's in the wall again. A little bit of help from the 19 and 3 wide. The 2, the 1, the 88.
Holy cow.
They're still 3 wide coming out of the corner. The 1 wrecks the 2. On accident, of course. And the 1. Oh, and the 2's going to pay the Pied Piper on that one. But here
if it
comes.
Wasn't clear already. 3 wide does not work here.
It does not. 2 wide barely works. But my whole point that I clicked on NR Lewis like 10 laps ago was to confirm your statement there, Alan. NR Lewis up to P3. I mean, I've got to tell you, man, he's just consistent everywhere he goes.
Don't know. I mean, and shout out to the 1 as well, because he spun at the beginning of this.
He's anxious, man. He wants to get back up there. He's trying to get those points.
This is nuts. Holy. Wow. Yeah. I told you I wasn't going to miss this race, and glad I didn't. Jeez.
How many laps to go do we have?
75?
Oh, right. That's enough to refresh my drink. I'll be right back.
Yes. I'm in 75.
I'm on NR Lewis.
Gotcha.
Oh, and 75 laps, that's enough to go ahead and pit right now, and, you know, they won't have to pit again or whatever you want to call it. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, that's a very good point. If you're stuck back... Oh, somebody... Oh, it looks like Bros.
Oh!
Gets loose off the corner and goes around. That probably will not be a caution as a single car incident, which is dumb, but we won't talk about that. Oh, the 1 and the 88 get together. Wow.
Our leaders have left traffic now. And the 14's coming right back up to the 4, it looks like.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Wow, you already heard us put a car in between him and Crunch. That's huge, because Crunch really needs to get in front of you, already heard here. But, that's a good point, though. If you're stuck in the back here, maybe pit now. I mean, I'd say the chances are small that we get a caution, as too many people aren't together. But pit now,
I'll still risk it for the biscuit.
I think I would. If I'm back here, if I'm like Crunch or Jim, back here in like 7th or 8th, pit now. You're going to, I mean, just run off some clean laps if you get some room and.
Ooh, more problems with the leader. It looks like a lot of lap traffic.
Looks like Shadowhawk went another lap down, so he is either 1, 2, 3, or 4 laps down. We're not really sure.
Are you watching Kimmel's stream also?
Shadow lagged out. Shadow's out.
We don't know how many laps down he is, but he is not.
He lagged out.
Good.
He's done.
Oh, he lagged out. Really? Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah, he's done.
Well,
the car's not even moving.
I'm gonna be honest. He was probably not gonna gain any more spots, so that doesn't hurt too much. But
I mean, you never know. It could have been. Hey, you remember earlier when I was saying the Richard Childress Racing engine blew and who supplied the engines to Richard Petty Motorsports? They may have had a little bit of a flaw.
Talking there, NRL Lewis got loose, and the 1 just drove straight around his outside, put him back up to 3rd, I believe, after spinning out at the beginning of the stage. He is on a mission.
If I was Drayven, I would go ahead and relax a little bit, save tires, save fuel, and let Killum waste all of his stuff so he has to pit first and waste the good fresh tires while, you know, Drayven is still out there wasting those bad tires, and then, you know, it's just going to be a lot easier and better for Drayven if it comes down to fresh tires at the end of the race.
100% agree with you there. He's got a big lead. Just put it on cruise control. Take it easy.
Yep, and you could tell Killen's pushing it too because he's getting loose, it looks like.
And now y'all talking about tires, and OG, you sound the most like Larry Mack, so let me go to you on the pit strategy.
Lord.
So what is the strategy of short pitting here compared to staying out the longest you can? What are the advantages and disadvantages?
If you pit now, you're going to be about a second faster than the leader. That's just simple as that. One lap is a second, pretty much. So, let's see here. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, but if you go roughly 2 laps down, 2.5 laps down, so that's like 35 to 40 seconds. You're behind the leader. So, I mean, you make up a lot of time. If you do pit 7 to 10 laps before, so
I'm gonna go ahead and guess this. I'm guessing they still got 20 laps of fuel in their fuel tank. If someone in the back pits now, and within those 20 laps, I'm pretty sure they're going to be in front of the leader.
100%. Yeah, I agree with that.
So it's pretty big, but at the same time, after those 20 laps, the forward car will have a whole lot more fresher tires than what the other car did within those 20 laps. So I mean, it is complicated, but I would still risk it.
All right.
Yeah.
And this is an honest question, not a troll question,
okay.
But is the 12 a K-Bart in P3 or is he a lap down?
No, he is
a lap down.
Gotcha.
I believe him and Shadowhawk got together. I think that's what I saw.
Oh, it was the 2.
Or was it the 2? Well, I saw the 12 in the wall and the 43 on the apron, so I just assumed something happened there. But
I don't know. A lot of stuff that happened in this race. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
12
specifically
got
though.
Good. Oh, 12 hard contact to the outside wall. I can't flip around quick enough. The one you already heard involved.
Oh, that is terrible.
That is huge. Is that a caution?
That is a caution.
Wow.
That is huge for yard.
Everything has changed in a split second. Just like Gator getting eliminated from the playoffs. Once you thought he was safe, all of a sudden he's out. So what do you do here?
He doesn't have power.
yeah.
You definitely pit here. There's no way you don't pit.
Oh yeah, you gotta pit. Their right front's around the 50% area. Oh man.
Yeah, you're right. Killum's right front is at 46%. So he'll be actually able to turn the car. Yeah, you have to take 4 here.
Now, if you're the 4 Drayven or the 14 and Captain Killum, do you make any adjustments here? Or you just don't touch it, leave it alone.
It depends on how you want your car to feel. Like if you feel like in the late run it didn't feel too loose, I would try and make it loose. If it didn't feel tight enough at the end of the run, make it tighter. Just so you can hold that speed in the straightaways.
So we are green here in the middle to late stage 3 here. The race is winding down with the 4 Drayven leading the way. A little bit of contact back there. What's going on between the 88 and the 95? Looks like they sorted out. No caution, no incident. The 4 Drayven leading the way here. The 14 and Captain Killum running P2, TJR P1, P2. An independent running P3. The 19 NR Lewis running P4 for FBGM. P5, the one of you already heard, and BPM. And in P6, looks like we got a battle back there, but of course, I can't cycle back quick enough. The 11 of Big Jim of FBGM running P6. Under fire from the 2 of Oh, the idiot! Hard into the inside wall. That is not what he needs. He is backwards on the track. Single car incident. I'm not sure if that's going to be a caution. And it is
looks like
not.
It's not. I mean, lucky for him, though, damage is not on. So he won't be hurting too bad.
Fair enough. It doesn't look like it's on anyways.
But what sucks, though, is he needs those points, man.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I was going to ask if Crunch finishes back there, is he out of the playoffs?
I mean, yes. he currently is outside looking in, 2 points behind you already heard. But I mean, if he finishes there, he's going to be 7 to 8 points behind him going into the last race. And Tadhawk will be even farther behind him. So you already heard, big race tonight. He gained 10 stage points, and he gets a top 5, top 3. He's looking a lot better than he was coming into this race.
Wow.
That's a huge swing. He was 8 points back, and he's looking to be 8 points ahead after this race.
Yeah, that's huge. Now, the camera's on the 42 of Ronnie Mack, and I just got to talk real quick. He, you know, this is a long season. I don't quite remember the first half of the season, but he must have not had a very good first half of the season, because the second half of the season, Ronnie Mack has just been on fire, just ticking off top 5s, top 3s here in the last 5 or 6 races. He didn't make the playoffs. Yeah, he didn't make the playoffs, but man, he was one spot away from making the playoffs. But he really came on here late. Anything to add, Alan?
No, I was just thinking about that, because I mean, I didn't watch too many of the races early in the season, but I don't remember hearing him much. But yeah, these last few races, it seems like he's been right there almost every race. So yeah, he's improved a lot.
And now this is his name in Discord, so do not put this on me. He may have changed it back, but at least it was his name in Discord. Ronnie Black, referring to his skin color. How ironic is it that he's running the Larson car?
Jeez. Drayven in the lead. Comes right on his...
Oh, God.
You didn't have to put me in that position.
I'm pretty sure we shouldn't even say nothing the rest of the time, so we don't get reported.
I'm sorry. Alright. I'm sorry. That was a low blow, I guess.
Seriously, though, Killum is right on the back of Drayven.
He was. He was. Drayven pulled off there a little bit. The 14's going to have to push hard to try to catch this 4, but he might burn up his stuff there. The 4. How many laps to go do we have whenever you get the chance?
Coming to 35.
Oh, wow. These laps are clicking down quick.
16
that
seconds.
one car's coming up. He just passed the 19.
And 1 in P4. We know he's got a good long run car as he kissed the wall there just a little bit on the front straightaway. Or back straightaway, excuse me. Symmetrical track. So the front and the back looks the same, besides the checkered line, of course. That 14 in the 4 has been battling all night, or so it seems. Who do you think has a better long run car, the 4 or the 14 there, OG?
I'm going to have to go with the 14, because if you watch Stage 1 and Stage 2, the 4 car kind of wears off quicker compared to the 14, and so the 14 is able to get right behind the 4 very easily in the middle of the run, so I'm going to have to go with 14.
Alan, anything to add to that? Or?
I would agree with that, but I mean, I don't care who has a better long run car. 4's in front. 14's got to get past, and that's hard to do.
Fair enough.
Hey, I just now remembered at the beginning of the race, I picked the 14 to win too. Hey,
I mean, that's not out there at all by any means. You could probably pick him to win every race, and it wouldn't be too far off. So
don't ruin my moment.
Okay.
Real risky pick he made there, OG. A little bit of bumper maybe from the 14 to the 4. A little bit of blocking. Now,
yep, see, it's already shown.
Now, OG, you ran this 4 of Drayven last night, even though he was in the 76 last night. But how hard is it to pass him here as the 14 and CPTKILLUM, maybe looking on the inside?
Oh, dude, I don't know about that.
I'll tell you one thing. OT was behind him for 150 laps. So,
oh, the 14 on the inside!
Oh,
Contact with the 4,
around.
and around goes the 4 of Drayven. Contact with multiple cars here. This has got to be a caution as the 95 absolutely nails him. Let's see. It is a caution.
Is the one car in second now?
I believe. No, third, I believe. Oh, no, he is in front of
like
Ronnie Mac.
Yeah, he's second. Unless the computer did it.
Wow.
I would like to also mention Crunch. That was a huge break for Crunch because he was more than a half lap behind everybody. So he's right back on the tail of the field. Might be able to gain some points back on You Already Heard.
Now's the time to really wonder if that damage is on or is it really off.
Well, if Draven's still in the top 5, definitely off.
Well, it depends on where the caution came out, but we'll see because he was the pole sitter, so it'll snap our camera on him as soon as his caution's over.
Before the pit stops, he is sitting P7.
Oh,
Draven is. So,
and he's 1, 2, 3,
it
4,
looks
5,
like
6, 7, 8. He's P8, so damage is off. As we go green here in stage 3, the 14 of Captain Killum leads this field to the green flag. The one of you already heard on the outside row, front row.
Oh,
they're battling here. Yeah, if this 14 doesn't clear him here in this corner, he might have a little bit of difficulties clearing him, as that outside is the preferred lane around here at Bristol, and the one does clear him. That 14 does not give up that position easily enough. They're battling caution.
Let's see who's in front here.
Who'd I miss? Looks like the 4 is involved, the 2's involved.
I believe the 2 and the limit are in it. And You Already Heard had the lead at the caution.
Oh man, so here we go. Cautions, precautions. If you just pit, are you coming back down now, Alan?
I would, if I'm the leaders, I'm looking to see what everybody else is doing. If everybody's coming in behind you, I definitely would. But yeah, you got 99. You literally wore 1% of your tires. So looks like the 14 here is making some adjustments. So it looks like he's thinking about pitting. Yeah, it looks like most people stayed out here.
Oh, Drayven up to P5. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, P5. After that incident.
I would just like to point out that the 1 is now leading, and so that puts Crunch and Shadowhawk looking to be chasing down NRL Lewis, who is much farther ahead of them than the 1 would be if he does not win. So not looking good for either of them.
Well, here we go. We saw that one of you already heard use the top lane to his advantage on that last restart. Now the 14 of Captain Killum uses the advantage. He clears the 1 off of turn 2 there.
Bumping the 1 already.
The 19-year-old Lewis. Contact there between the 4 and the 19. The 4 retains. Oh no, the 4 and the 19 still going at it here. Looks like the 4 may have cleared the 19 for P3.
Contact! 19 in the wall.
And they keep it coming. Watch the 19 here for retaliation.
Oh my goodness.
Barely.
I know the 19's not having that, man.
Yeah.
Look at the 2 of Kevin making his way up to P5, 6. P5.
You did call NRL Lewis a very clean racer earlier, but he looked very agitated right there.
Look, even Mark Martin has his limits, okay?
That is very true.
Cut him off.
That is very true.
Everybody has their limits, I reckon. Here comes the 2 of Kevin battling that 19.
And if you remember from earlier, the 4 car and the 1 were having really good bumping stuff too now. So I mean,
bumping stuff.
You might want to watch out for that again.
You're right. The 1 of you already heard has the P2 position, and the 4 Drayven wants it. So we'll see. Oh, the 4 is outside of the 1. The 1's going to
hold it.
Clear him off of turn 2. Hey, there's the first bump. The first bump means I'm here. Let's look for the second bump.
Didn't we see this earlier in the race?
Yeah, we did.
A little deja vu happening right here.
Here comes the second bump. Oh no, the 1's running a little bit lower.
I believe that didn't end well for the 1 earlier either, if I remember correctly.
And you know he's got to remember it as well, right? Was that the second bump?
I think it was.
I think that's the third one.
And he's inside. The 4 is inside the. Oh no!
Oh, he's put him in the wall.
Oh no!
Another
a little bit more contact. Oh, the 1 of you already heard on the apron. He falls back to P3. Now, look, and I know, don't get me wrong, in the heat of the moment, in the heat of the race, you want to get back to that guy, or you want to not let him by you, but you got to understand at the same time, which I know is near impossible, that you're a playoff driver. He's not a playoff driver. So how smart is that of the one of you already heard? I'm not saying he let him by, but he didn't necessarily run him as hard as he could have, I guess is what I'm trying to say. How smart is that of that one of you already heard?
That's very smart.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Go ahead.
I'm not even gonna lie. If something like that happens to me, oh, you better believe I'm gonna do it right back. I don't roll like that, sir.
I completely agree with you, but Drayven was very persuasive with the bumper, trying to get second place. So I think you let him by, you save your stuff, you come back at him later, and get the same thing back to him.
Not fair enough. You know, in the grand scheme of things, that pass doesn't really make too much of a difference besides the 1 point difference in finishing.
I would like to point out, Crunch was nowhere, and he is up to 4th currently, which is huge, because that would only put him 3 points behind you already heard going into the last race of round 2, which was like 9 if we didn't get that first caution. So great recovery of our Crunch here.
Now look who's running P5, the two of Kevin. We haven't really mentioned his name too much tonight. And here he is running P5. A solid top 5 night for him if he could finish. How many laps to go? Whenever you could tell me. So we got the 14 of Captain Killam leading the way. The 4 Drayven running P2. The 1 of you already heard P3. The 88 of Lieutenant Crunch P4. 2 of Kevin running P5.
Is the 4 gaining on the 14? Or is it still the same?
It's looking to hold steady. From my perspective.
Any laps to go update?
2 to go? Coming to the white flag, is that right?
Is that it? Is this the white flag?
Are you tripping?
White flag presented by Credit One
When did this happen?
Per my sources. The 14 of Captain Killam going into turns 3 and 4. No. Is this it?
Yeah,
was that the race?
That's it. That was the race.
Captain Killam wins the race. I gotta apologize. A little bit of not too exciting finish here from the broadcast. 14 to Captain Killam. Drayven finishing P2. We got a TJR P1, P2 again. We saw that last night in the Xfinity race here in the Cup Series, repeating itself. The 1 of you already heard P3. The 88 of Lieutenant Crunch P4, excuse me, the 1 of you already heard for BPM finishing P3, the independent of 88 Lieutenant Crunch finishing P4, and TJR Kevin in that 2 machine running P5.
Yeah, after those cautions, it kind of snuck up on us there.
Just counted down those laps, didn't it?
Yeah, just look over, and it's a 2 to...
Alright, I'm at the blue screen here. I'm going to invite our winner and our runner-up. Unfortunately, you can't hear my booth mates, so I'm just going to kind of ramble on here a little bit. As they were saying, that those cautions there at the end kind of snuck up on us. I apologize for the unenthusiastic race finish there. And we're back at the regular screen. So, Alan, what did you see out of this race that impressed you the most?
I am very impressed with Crunch's comeback there, because like I said, he was half a lap behind everybody when we got that first caution, and he recovered a P4, so that's huge for him in the points going into the last race round too.
It really is, and one guy that does not have to worry about the points at all. Our race winner here tonight, Captain Killam, and that 14 machine. Captain, how you feeling, bud?
Hell yeah, brother.
I would feel the same way, not gonna lie.
Well, that was my ending question, was to give us a hell yeah, but I get all right, that's fine. All right, so
I'm feeling it today.
So you, the 14 and the 4, going at it all night tonight. Did you feel like you had what it took to win the race over the 4 and the 1 of you already heard?
I mean, yeah, I had a lot of confidence going into the race and throughout the whole race. I know Drayven had a fastest a pretty fast ride. Seems like me and him are the class of the field. I know Hurd had a decent car, but I don't know if he fell off or would always run into some kind of trouble or something. But consistently, it was me and Drayven. I think it was that way in the last race we did here, too. So...
All right, well, fair enough. Pretty obvious question, and I may be stealing it away from one of my booth mates, but I'm going to use it anyways. How relieved are you knowing that you can go into New Hampshire and not worry about points and just go ahead and start practicing on Las Vegas?
Yeah, big relief, like huge. So I was stressing it. I didn't really want to have to points my way in. I had my eye on this one. I felt like I had a good chance at winning this race, so I was really going after it. I'm glad I came through. That was a tough race for me. I got caught in all kinds of crap and still made it up there. So,
oh, well, fair enough. LD Allen, what do you got for our race winner?
Well, I will say, even if you didn't win the night, you're looking very comfortable on points, but you did win, so you don't have to worry about that. I noticed on the second to last restart of the race, you already heard got past you for first, but that put you on the outside on the last restart of the race. How big was that for you?
That was huge. So I have a pretty fast car there, but passing people there is almost like Kansas in that it's just difficult, really difficult, especially if the cars are, equally matched in speed. It's really got one decent groove for passing. And that's the outside. If you can get the restarts on the outside. I don't know how Drayven does it. He starts on the inside and goes flying by me every time. So I can't do it. I can't stay in the gas that hard, I guess. So.
All right. Well, fair enough. OG, what you got for our race winner?
For the race, in your opinion, were you planning on making a setup for short run or long run car?
So generally always work long run car. We don't necessarily always see a lot of cautions. So then I have kind of a short run adjustment if there's a caution with, short elapsed left in the race. Which I did on this one. The last time I didn't pit on the last restart, but the one before that, I kind of made some adjustments to free it up just a little bit. So, because I didn't have to worry about my tires lasting 60, 70 laps. So that's kind of how I approach it. I always go long run first.
Well, it worked out here tonight. We only had, we had like 2 or 3 in stage 3, but we only had 3 or 4 cautions in the whole race, so it worked out. Captain Killum, it's come part of this part of the broadcast where you get to shout out whoever you like. Go ahead.
All the TJR guys, Big Jim, I'll see you in Vegas. Whoever makes it on top of that, and then to Drayven, that was a hard-fought race. Both of us, I think, battled back from adversity throughout that race to be 1-2 at the end. So,
I mean, it was definitely a heck of a battle. And Captain Killum, congratulations once again. You're more than welcome to stick around for our run-up interview, or you can bounce out. It's up to you.
I'm going to go smoke cigarettes.
All right, fair enough. As we roll right into our runner-up interview, Drayven-64. That's right, TGR P1, P2 here tonight. Drayven, how you feeling, bud?
Need one more spot. Need one more spot.
That's fair enough. I feel like that's everybody's sentiment that we interview here for the run-up position. However, you guys strong tonight. Stage 1 win. Showed a lot of speed tonight, but I want to know a little bit more about the battle between you and the one of You Already Heard. Any lasting resentment between you guys, or was it just short track racing?
Hopefully it's a one race thing. Captain got in front of us there. I don't know what stage that was, but he made the pass, and when he got in front of us, he I don't know if he got loose or what happened, but he slowed us way down. causing the one to catch up to us, and we went in the corner. I don't know if Joe just had a run that he had to take or what, but he threw his nose in underneath me. I don't know if he realized it or not, but he made contact with me. I'm sideways coming out of the corner. I tried to save it and couldn't hang on because of this game and their physics. So I was just letting him know that I didn't appreciate that shit, because this is why I'm not in the playoffs, is, you know, that kind of stuff happening all season long. So, you know, there comes a time where you got to put your foot down, and if you guys want to race me like that, then yeah, we'll race like that. But I'm hoping it's a one-race thing. Car was really, really strong all night. I feel like we had the winning package. Captain run us down on entry at the corner, but I was just saving my stuff and just kind of running pace with him, just trying to hang on to it until we got to the part where I needed to let go again and start hauling ass. But all in all, first pole, can't complain. Fastest lap of the race. The car was spot on. Just one of them deals, man. One spot short yet again.
No, fair enough. I know at one point you guys were. You know what? Let me back up on my question. We're very curious. Oh, excuse me. Here in the booth, was damage accidentally set off for this race, or was damage on?
When K-Bart backed out of the lobby and gave it to me, he already had it set on the Bristol night race and had everything up, so I didn't even touch it or pull up the settings. I just thought he had it taken care of, so I didn't want to screw anything up. So I just decided not to touch it, waited for the go-ahead to roll it, and I rolled it. I don't know what happened. I'm not going to be the guy to fucking go in there and turn it off, so I don't know.
No, fair enough. We're not putting any blame on you, but more specific, was the damage off?
In the race, it was off, yeah. I thought it was on. Like I said, everything looked kosher when the lobby got handed over, but the damage ended up being off for the race, yes.
Well, I mean, let's be clear here. We're not putting blame on anybody. You know, not you, not K-Bart, not anybody. We were going
through a 704 thing, if you ask me. If he had it set on and handed it to me, I don't know what happened.
Well, I mean, you know, we were going through some technical difficulties here, so we're honestly not putting on anybody. But it was a curious question that we had. We saw a lot of accidents, no damage. Alan, what you got for our runner-up?
Great race tonight, just one position short. I don't know really what happened to you at those two late cautions. You must have got shuffled back there some. Was there anything you could have done? Maybe get through traffic a little better, catch back up to kill him there at the end?
Yeah, I was just caught up in traffic again. Same thing happened in the spring race, you know. Get a good restart and get held up by other people, which, I mean, I'm not blaming them for it. You know, I'm not expecting anyone to move over, but it just sucks because that's how we got the win here last time, was racing someone else super hard and watching them walk away. So just ran out of time there at the end. Racing other guys too hard is what it is.
No, well, fair enough. And OG, what you got for a runner-up?
I really don't got nothing to say except for a good race from yesterday and a good race from today. You did great on both of them, so congrats with the second finish, man.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. That was a good racing your last night.
Yeah, it was.
All right, Drayven. Well, we've reached the point of the broadcast where you get to shout out whoever you like. Go ahead, open mic.
Shout out to you guys in the booth for taking time out of your guys' evenings a couple times a week to do this. We appreciate being able to watch these things back. Shout out to everyone that runs this league and keeps it going. Tonight's a little heated, but I still appreciate the opportunity to come out and do this. And last but certainly not least, my biggest shout out goes to my crew chief, Mr. Williams. He built me one bad, fast car tonight. He's been with me since Chicago, and we've been putting in the work, and it's been showing. The speed's there. And we're going to go get it. So shout out to Williams. Appreciate you, man. And thank you guys again.
All right. Any outlook on New Hampshire before we close this broadcast? All right, well, speaking of New Hampshire, Sunday night, the Xfinity guys take on New Hampshire. It's the last race before the championship race. And now, I don't know if you had already heard or not, but the championship race is going to be at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Now, Las Vegas, a multiple groove track here in NASCAR Heat 4. A ton of stuff could happen in that race. But before we get there, New Hampshire for the Xfinity guys. Drawing a blank here. LD Allen or Infu, help me out. Who's already advanced in the Xfinity? Is it
Dalton and just Dalton?
Oh, Dalton's the only
Dalton.
one.
Then I'm like 24 points ahead, and Jeb Boy's like 17 or 18, something like that.
Yeah, so they're both looking pretty good.
Well, we got a lot on the line here. Who's on the cutoff line? I know you guys know. Is it Lights?
I'm
not talking shit.
I am
but...
5 points. I'm 5 points up on Lights for the last spot.
Oh, wow. So we've got a bit of a battle here going in New Hampshire Sunday night at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're going to hear the angelic voice of Gator Mike, who we did not see here tonight due to power issues. And I'm assuming he's going to grab one of his co-broadcasters as well. Tune in. Let's see. And we got Dalton already advanced to the championship round. We've got Jag Boy. We've got LD Allen, we've got OG, we've got Lights Out, all and championship race. So go ahead and tune in. It's going to be an exciting one. And then don't forget, Monday night, these Cup guys are going to go right back at it. New Hampshire, the same track as the Xfinity guys. And I just realized I never switched the car from Clint Boyer. So let's look at Kevin Harvick for like 10 seconds. Let's get the right paint scheme on there. Oh, there it is. Oh, I missed it. Great job, me. So I got to go through all 21 schemes. There's the scheme. All right. There's our runner-up scheme. All right. You see it. Tune back in Sunday, 8:45. Watch these Xfinity guys. The last race before the championship race. We'll see you there.